Hey, no clue why that stopped on me. I have no idea why that other live video ended. So I apologize. We went about what? I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. And then it was like, oh, your live video ended. Great. Well, I don't know why. Anyway, so we'll recap that. We'll actually go back and delete that video. So if you're seeing this now, as always, hashtag replay in the comments if you're not here on the 23rd of May for Mindset Monday. On top of that, if you watch the other video and all of a sudden it's gone, it's because I deleted it because it needs to be one focus, not here's Mindset Monday and here's Mindset Monday. Dill, when you hop on, say hi in the comments. I have no idea why that did that. I apologize, you guys. And Jamie and Jason, I was just getting to your comments. So if you guys want to comment that again, let me know. Because I did not get to both of your comments and then it just up and ended on me. So don't ask me why, because I just don't know. I don't know why it did that. Okay, if you're live with us now, make sure to say what city and state you're tuning in from. Let me know in the comments. We got to boost this back into the algorithm. All right. We got 6 people on. Let's get it here. Let's get it. Okay, Jamie, comment your last comment for me. I know you said something about no like and trust and then something else. And then I know, Jason, you had a comment, but I don't know what you guys said. So let me know so I can address those comments, okay? As a recap, because again, I am going to delete that other one that we were just in. I don't know if my connection sucks, but it just up and ended. Like I didn't touch anything, it just ended. So, good to see you, Tim. Good to have you, Carlos, Marie. Good to see you guys. So, as a recap for what we were just talking about before it caught me off, rude, we were talking about having focus. And having focus, when you have focus, your energy is there, which means, I know, good old Facebook, huh? Which means that people are focused and want to intentionally get with you on something specific. And if you're, as the example, as I said, if your Facebook timeline, for example, looks like a Vegas slot machine, oh, here's this offer, here's this offer, here's this offer, here's this offer. And on top of that, it's literally all business. Like you're not doing lifestyle, you're not doing, what is it? RVL, results, value, and lifestyle. If literally every single post you have is business and it's business on this and this and this and this and this, it's like 700 things or even just 3 things. Maybe you're promoting 3 things right now. If you're promoting 3 things and there is no lifestyle, there is no value, it's just business pitches, what do you think you're going to attract? People who are also going to business pitch the crap out of you, people who are confused, who either can't afford it or they don't do anything at all because they don't see that you're focused, so they cannot be focused. Go ahead and start tagging people again, you guys. I'm just going to go through the alphabet. I don't know why it kicked me out. That was so dumb. Haha. Oh, so silly. Okay, start tagging people. We have over 600 people in this group, close to 700, and there is no reason why we shouldn't have, in my opinion, at least 10% of people on. But right now we're at like 2% of people on. Hi, McKaylin. Good to have you, girl. Good to see ya. Okay, so for those of you hopping on just now, we started Mindset Monday over because Facebook decided to kick me out for no reason. So here we are again. And I will go back and delete that video just so there's one focus. Okay, I tagged a few people, but you guys do me a favor. Do me a favor and tag. And if you can't tag McKaylin for some reason, try it again, put the @ sign, tag someone who is specifically in this group. If they're not in this group, it won't let you tag. But make sure their name goes blue. So try mine first. Put the @ sign and put KYRSTI. Just put my name and see if it goes through. But there's a dozen of you guys on. We should get at least 2 dozen, like at the very minimum. So get me another 10 people on. Collaboration is key. Okay? Rise. See, rise. Rise to the occasion. Okay, so what we were talking about. What were we talking about, you guys? Put it in the comments, all 14 of you. What up to this point is your takeaway? Hi, Sim. Good to see you. I know. You're good. Apparently me too, because it just kicked me out that last time. Okay, so scrolling up, let's look at Jamie. Jamie said, I was saying that I'd be terrified that my sponsor would bail out on me out of nowhere. And you want to know why? It's because what it appears, whether you know your sponsor a lot or not, right? Whether you know your sponsor a lot or not, if you see your sponsor in a public forum, like let's say Facebook, here's a post about business. Oh, by the way, here's a different business. Oh, by the way, here's a different business. Even if it's only like 2 or 3 businesses that you're promoting, first, it's no RVL. So it's literally every single post of yours, if someone were to stalk you, is business, 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 business. Freak, that's boring. It's pitchy, and you're not going to attract people in the right way. Or you'll attract people who are also pitchy, who then what? Quit and go for the next money grab because they're pitching and nothing's happening. You attract what you are, not what you want. All 13 of you put that in the comments. You attract what you are, not what you want. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you are selling confusion, you're going to attract people who are confused, who can't afford it, who don't have the time, who get into this business and then don't do anything because you are on to the next one. Yeah, well, so are they. So are they. If you don't commit, how can they? If you don't decide that you can be focused, how can they focus? What kind of impact can you have? Truly, think about it, you guys. What kind of impact can you have if you're not focused? Where is your impact? Nowhere. It would literally be energetically lost, which then does what? Attracts people who are also lost. So if you're not seeing the success that you want in your business, maybe it's because you're lacking the simplicity and the focus. Okay? In the key word here, just to kind of talk about Jamie's point, you can be promoting multiple offers in emails because that's not a public forum. That's just your subscriber. Say you have 1,000 subscribers who all open your emails. That's for Bob, Bill, Henry, and Helga. When Helga reaches that email, she can decide what she wants. But when it's in a public forum and you're confusing people because every post, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, is different, that person looking at it would be like, what the freak? There's no course to that. There's no path to that. Especially if you're missing RVL, results, value, lifestyle. Does that make sense? Okay, so good job tagging people. Daniel says RVL, utilize the Facebook training on Teachable Tuesday. Yep. If you guys aren't plugged in on Teachable Tuesday, holy crap, you've been missing out. Woo, you've been missing out, man. Okay, so I tagged a few. Daniel's tagging a few. Good job. Thank you so much. Okay, Jason, I just saw your comment. So Jason says, my question was, if the system that you're promoting is not right at the prospect for the moment, but another system is, wouldn't it be wise to offer value? Yeah, multiple streams of income, 100%. I mean, you guys see me. I'm launching a podcast tomorrow. I have best-selling books. I am doing things on YouTube, whatever. I promote multiple things. The difference, and we're kind of telepathic, I guess, because I just kind of mentioned this, but the difference is do it in a private setting, not in a public forum. For everybody, not just Jason. You're just the one asking the question. Just as I said just a moment ago, kind of elaborating on Jamie's comment, right? If in a public forum, so on my public Facebook timeline, I'm like, oh, do this. And then the next day I'm like, oh, do this. Oh, by the way, here's another offer. I promote multiple things. I've got a 4 to 5 figure income with just Builderall. But you don't see me promoting it in a public forum. That's something I do on the back end when someone needs something, right? I don't do it in a public forum because what? I don't want to cause confusion for people. But I also do 5 figures every single month with SHG. That is my leading focus. It's my leading focus. Every time I do a business post on, say, a public forum like Facebook, every time I promote something in my Facebook group, it's about SHG. In a public forum, it is one focus, one attention, one energy. Because if I do multiple things, which I do because, multiple streams of income, duh, right? I even have an e-commerce store. I have a book. Like, there are many things I do. I just don't do it in a public forum because what does that cause, guys? Confusion. It causes confusion for the person who's wanting to roll with you. And now, like Jamie said, isn't, because they're like, wow, this guy can't make up their mind. Or gal, like myself. Collaborate and listen. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. So Jamie says, not that you need to rely on your sponsor, but how much drive do they have? Yep, 100%. You can, and I'll use, email as an example. Let's say you have 1,000 email subscribers. You can promote multiple things to those email subscribers. If you guys are subscribed to me at all, you know that I promote probably like 4 things consistently in my emails. And now guess what I'm doing to have more focus and more energy? My emails, if you guys pay attention, if you're subscribed to my stuff or you have my email sequence, okay, those emails are now going to be focused on getting people into my Facebook group, getting people onto YouTube, and my couple main offers. But I don't do it in a public setting saying, oh, by the way, and I do this, and I do that, and I do this. High indecisiveness. That's what it would feel like in a public forum. Does that make sense? And I've missed a lot of comments, so let me scroll down here a bit. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments, all 16 of you. Okay? Lead from the front, Jamie, 100%. Yep. And then Daniel says, your sponsor does not determine your success. Yes, they can help. Yep. But if you're relying on your sponsor to get you to the next level, you need to look harder look in the mirror. Bill's a great sponsor, but it's up to me to take the action and do the work. Exactly. Yep. 100%. And the reason for that, okay, I'll just give you an example. When I started out in this online space, guys, at the time I started out in this online space, not with SHG, a completely different affiliate program, I was told that I would not be successful unless I upgraded $3,000 worth. At the time, this time last year, well, a little earlier than that, 14-ish months ago, only 14-ish months ago, I did not even have $3,000 to my name. This is the real with me right now. I did not even have $3,000 to my name. And I was told unless I upgraded into whatever crap they had, I would not be successful online. Okay, so I decided to turn that frustration into ambition. And now I do 5 figures a month with multiple streams of income. Some of them 4 figures, most of them 5 figures. So I say that to take me as evidence that when you focus your attention on one thing and you decide that it's not a sprint, this is a journey, as much as I hate that word, I think it's cheesy, this is a journey. The guy I talked with over a year ago who told me that, I don't even remember his name. But if I could look him in the eye and be like, thank you so much for pissing me off so much that now I do what I do. I don't do that program at all. In fact, I went from that program to another one because I was so turned off by it. And at the time, when I spent the money on the next program, it was only like, I don't know, $200-300. Do you know how stressed I was about spending $200 or $300 because I didn't know how it would go? And guess what? That sponsor who got me into that program basically left me hanging. He was super, super awesome and responsive up to that point, and then left me hanging. Here's the kicker. Everyone put this in the comments, all 16 of you. Exactly 30 days later, since starting that program, after being told I wouldn't be successful online, to going to another program because I was so turned off, okay, to spending my $300, $200, whatever it was. 30 days later, from the moment I put in that $200, I made $7,700. Whoever told me in the past that I couldn't do it unless I upgraded into a bunch of crap that they needed me to get, whatever, to then frustration to ambition, to then what? Spending a couple $100, having my sponsor leave me hanging. I decided my desire to change was strong enough. My discipline had no choice but to follow through. Every single person, put that in the comments right now. Desire to change must be strong enough in order for your discipline to follow through. Desire to change must be strong enough in order for your discipline to follow through. If not, you'll make excuses. If not, you will rely on a sponsor. And I'm a pretty badass sponsor, if I do say so myself. Oh, sorry, my thing just unplugged. I'm a pretty awesome sponsor, if I do say so myself, but guess what? Everyone who I've helped up to this point, over 1,000 people in this online space, they get to determine their success. They get to determine their success. I can be a hands-on sponsor. I can do opposite what my original sponsor for my first ever anything did. Kind of, sign up and then like, see ya, right? I could have easily said, you know what? My success is based on if my sponsor helps me. Where? Right? I could have easily said that. Instead, I said, you know what? This is my time. This is my time. This is for me to get focused. This is for me to turn all those people into dumb schmucks because watch me, right? But you guys, I only did that because I had one focus. And it wasn't just, I need to make money and I need to provide for my family and I need to get out of a 9-to-5 and I need to, nope. It was so much more about my desire to change being so strong that my discipline to figure it out, to do $7,700 in my first 30 days, the only reason that happened was because I thought I could, so I did. I thought I could, so I did. So if you find yourself being a public forum promoter for multiple things, that's fine. But see how far it gets you. See how far it gets you. Because it won't. It won't get you very far because what? You're not focused. You're causing confusion, which sells into nothing. People spend $20, $100, or $200 to get in this business. And if you don't have one sale a day, you know you're doing something wrong. Either you are talking, no walk, or you're walking, but you suck and you haven't practiced enough and you need to be self-aware of your charisma or lack thereof. Or the last option is you know you can do this and you're not focused. So take some inventory today. Which one are you? Are you the talker, not the walker? You're the best cheerleader ever. You show up to all these things. You help other people. You're inspiring, all that stuff, yet your results are inferior. Are you that person? And you don't have to put it in the comments. This is just for your own inventory, okay? Just take it. Take it and think. Be self-aware. Are you that person? Are you the second person of you're consistent, you practice, you have one focus, let's say, especially in a public forum? You have all that, and you're lacking charisma. So when you do a video, people are like, I'm bored out of my mind. Yet you're consistent. You show up for the daily disciplines. Maybe SHG is your main, like, ta-da, this is my it, right? And yet your results are similar to number one, where they're inferior. But the only reason they're inferior is because you haven't practiced enough and your content still sucks. Not because it has to stay that way, but because you're not self-aware enough to increase who you are by giving yourself more charisma. Charisma, it can be taught, but it takes practice. It does take practice. Or are you the third person who has it all in the bag and your attention, your focus is not there? So say you have the charisma, say you're super disciplined, you're doing everything daily, you're excited to do this, you do ads, you post on Facebook, Your content's awesome, but your focus is not there. Which one are you? Because no matter where you fall, those three, you should, if you're self-aware enough, you should have one sale, minimum one sale per day in SHG, not other things you promote in SHG. And if you find yourself promoting other things because you need the money, imagine for a moment if you were to only focus on SHG for the next 3 to 6 months, that's it. If you were to just focus on that, don't you think you'd meet with success? But you would need to figure out, am I number one? Am I the number one, meaning I talk a lot, I cheerlead, but I don't actually do. I want to, but I can't. I want to, but I don't. Are you the talker, not the walker? Are you the one who's consistent but lacks charisma? Your content sucks, you need to practice more? Or are you the person who has it all in the bag, who needs to succeed, who can and knows that, other people even know that, and yet your focus sucks ass? Which one are you? Now, you don't have to answer that right now. I mean, don't put it, you don't have to put it in the comments. This is for your own inventory, for you to decide this. I could give you my perspective based on what I see, but I could be wrong. I don't know your heart. I don't know what you're doing, right? In fact, my perception does not mean a thing unless you embrace your own perception. Okay? So scrolling up, desire to change. Yep. If that's your biggest takeaway, you guys, if that's the only thing you gain from this, your desire to change must be strong enough in order for your discipline to follow through. Otherwise, you'll be distracted. Otherwise, you'll ask dumbass questions. Not that you guys are asking dumb questions. I'm just saying. You'll ask dumb questions being like, well, but can't I do this? Well, do what the frick you want, but don't be surprised if your focus is not there, you don't get focused results. How many of you guys, all 15 of you right now, how many of you guys want to make $10,000 a month with SHG, residually, on autopilot, without you actually doing anything? How many of you guys want that? Hi, Alana. Dude, go catch the replay. I've been spitting fire. Fire. Okay. How many of you guys want that? All 16 of you. 16 of you on live right now. And even those in the replay, when you hashtag replay and you answer this question, do it with confidence. Do it if you actually want it. Tim Murray wants $10,000 a month. Jamie Douglas wants $10,000 a month. Jonathan Goggins wants $10,000 a month. Bev Fisher wants $10,000 a month. Jamie Douglas wants it so bad it makes her want to cry. Marie Cater, she wants $10,000 a month. Okay, how many is that? 5 or 6 people? So the other 10 of you don't want $10,000 a month? So if I were to write you a check right now, you'd be like, nah, I'm good, Kirs, thanks. Liar. Daniel Kump wants $10,000 a month times 4. Danielle Brown wants $10,000 a month. So think of it. For the last 10-ish of you, 8, 9, 10 of you who have not commented, why? Why? You don't want $10,000 a month? Liar. You do. You do. And for the people who did comment, you know who you are. I just called you out in a great way, right? For those of you who had the courage to comment and say, yes, I want $10,000 a month. Bill wants $20,000 a month. Cool. So Bill wants it. Who else? Anyone? No one? Crickets? You're just in SHD because you just like spending $200 a month for no reason? Come on, guys. Who of you wants $10,000 a month? Sim wants $10,000 a month. Cody wants $10,000 a month. Who else? Anyone? Okay, the reason I say that is because if you were to take that empowerment, and say, I desire $10,000 a month so badly that what? My discipline has no choice but to follow through. Do you guys hear that? Insert your goal. Jason Perez, $38,000 a month. Okay? So Jason, Bill at $20,000 a month. Daniel at $45,000 a month. I want $38,000 so badly. My discipline, my focus has no choice but to follow through. I don't ask dumb questions. I go and I get it because that is what I want so badly. I hold no excuses. Doesn't that scream empowerment? I'm just saying, like, holy freak, guys. Holy freaking freak. Okay? You want $10,000 a month. You want even just half that, $5,000 a month. As I've said before, could you go to your boss right now or your spouse's boss and say, yo, boss, I want a $60,000 increase. And they're like, okay, cool, Kirst, here you go. Even if your boss is awesome, and even if they gave you that, who really wins? The person working at home, seeing her newborn just sitting over there, who gets that $60,000 increase, or the person who has to clock in and out of work, who misses out on time with their kids, their friends, their family, going on vacation because they want, when they want? Who's the real winner? Which one do you want to be? The one clocking in and out of work who gets a promotion finally, or the person who wakes up to commission? Which one do you want? Which one do you want? And depending how you answer, you know what you got to do. So stop the BS, my friend, and being like, oh, I promote this and this and this and this, and I'm so confused as to why all my stuff isn't working. Are you freaking kidding me? I can tell you why it's not working. Wake up. Bump, bump. Come on. You're wondering why SHG sales are on the decline or they're not there? Bro, you got a whole other thing coming if you don't know why that is. You're all talk, no walk. You suck and lack charisma. You need to practice. Or you have it all in the bag, yet your focus sucks ass. That's the only, I love saying ass, okay? Because that's the word, man. Gary Vee loves the F word, at least mine's ass, okay? Oh my heck, I'm like so weird right now. It's so funny. Okay. So which one are you? All talk, no walk? You need to practice because you lack charisma and you suck right now with your content? Your daily discipline is there, but your content sucks? Or you have it all in the bag, even though people around you believe that, and your focus is horrible. You're the one promoting a lot of things. You're the one wondering why you're on like a downhill thing with SHG. It's like, dude, wake up. What do you think is the problem? It's not your content. If you're number 3, if you're that option 3 and your content is awesome, you have enough self-awareness to increase it, you need more charisma, whatever, okay? If you're number 3 and you have it in the bag and you're like, holy crap, I'm supposed to be succeeding with this, and you're not, it's your focus, homie. It is only your focus. That is the only thing that's lacking. And yeah, you could chop it up to like what we talked about in the past, shiny object syndrome. That could be part of it. But the reality is you're not focused because of what? Like really dissect that. If we were to go into a session, and this is a mindset session, because hi, this is my jam, okay? If we were to go into a mindset session for why your focus is not there, it's because you're coming from a place of distrust. You don't trust either A, the company you're with, SHG, so you think you have to go out and like do other things because what? You lack integrity within yourself, not even SHG. Ooh, man, I'm spitting fire. I am. Y'all be better taking notes. You lack integrity within yourself. There is no trust within yourself. You can sit and blame, oh, it's SHG. Oh, it's my sponsor. Oh, I don't get paid enough. Oh, the commissions aren't good. I have to promote other things. All right. See how far that gets you. Think of it like a marriage, for example. Okay, just far-fetched, but hold with me for a moment. I've been married to my husband for about a decade. If I went to my husband and said, hey, you know what? Like, I know we're married. I know I want you. I know I love you, but like, I'm just wondering, can I go on a date with someone else? Like, how well do you think that marriage would work out? Probably not. Okay? Same freaking thing with business. Same thing with business. You would never go on your personal timeline and be like, I'm going to go on a date with someone else, but like, you know, my husband Brogan and whatever. Like, no, you wouldn't ever do that. So why the freak are you doing it with business? Are you kidding me? I know that's a far-fetched example, but like the thought is there, okay? So Jamie, calling you out based on your comment right now, and it's nothing that's wrong with that, okay? Steve and I talk all the time. He's awesome. You should be fired up about SHG anyway. You should be going out and doing things that you know you should do anyway. It has not a thing to do with Steve commenting on your live video or your YouTube video. Not a freaking thing. Because what? Your success is up to you. Your success is exactly that, yours. And if you rely, not that you are, just as the example, if you rely on Steve or me or someone else to cheerlead you, you're gonna fail. And that goes for everyone, not just Jamie. You have to rely on you for your success. Go look at the quote I put up on my timeline yesterday, you guys. What did I say? Something good. Something good, I know I did. Hold on. Let me find it. Consistency, what was it? Consistency is harder when no one's clapping for you. Let's see. Hold up. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself. You should be your biggest fan. Everyone put that in the comments. It does not matter if Steve or me or someone else says, hey, good job. Nope. All talk, no walk, right? Because if we as a community are relying on, if I relied on Daniel and Bill to tell me good job on Mindset Monday every single Monday, and that was the only way I'd show up, do you know how many times I would have not shown up? And it's not because Daniel and Bill don't appreciate me. It's because I don't need them to validate how I'm doing in order to give. Ooh, someone better be taking notes. You don't need, in general, not just Jamie, all of you guys, you don't need someone else to validate what you're doing in order for you to do it. You need to be doing it anyway. Because at the end of the day, that person could leave SHG. What if Steve is not the CEO anymore? I mean, that won't happen, but let's say someone else is the CEO. Would you stop your SHG business because he's not the CEO anymore? Would you stop your SHG business if I quit? What if Daniel were to disappear tomorrow to Bermuda and we never heard from him again? Would you quit? So your success is relying on someone else? No, my friend. Nope. So Daniel says, some of you put out amazing content, but your consistency sucks. Yep. Opposite for number 2. Awesome content, your consistency isn't there. Or your consistency is there and your content sucks. Practice. You could be doing so much, yep, if you just get out of your way. Yep. Jamie, you having pink hair or not does not determine your success. It makes you stand out, so go stand out and actually produce content, you know? The more you say I have a perfection issue, the more you're right. Good job commenting this, you guys. Jay, Marie, awesome. Jonathan, you're so awesome. Take it out. Drop it. Yeah, boy. Get it. Okay, I've been going for like way too long. I was thinking today was like a 20-minute session. Now I'm like, hey, 40 minutes later. So it's fine. It's fine. If you guys have any questions on that and you're catching the replay, please comment. Let me know how to help. Because if you don't communicate, how in the freak am I ever supposed to help? How am I supposed to help? Think about it. How can I help? Alana, slacking real bad, need to get my ass back in gear. So Alana, you guys had every excuse in the world to not do it a couple weeks ago because her place flooded. They were like at a different spot for like 4 or 5 days. She still got sales that week. If you're the number 2, Alana, for example, so your content is amazing. We already know that. You guys can vouch for that. You've seen Alana's comment or content. but her consistency isn't there. Yeah, boy, you got nothing to blame but yourself. And that goes for everyone, not just Alana. You guys know better. So close what you know and what you do. There's a gap between what you know and what you do. Knock it off. I have every excuse in the world not to do jack this week. Why? Because my kids are really struggling with all of their health issues. We'll just leave it at that. I have every excuse not to do anything at all this week, and yet I'm launching a podcast. And last week I just hit #1 on one of my books. Are you kidding me? How is that happening? Why? Because I'm focused. It's not a boast. It's not a flex. It's because I'm focused. So all 17 of you, comment what you're going to do right now to get yourself freaking focused. And then to stop talking but actually walk. Because all y'all talking, being like, oh, I really want this. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because your actions don't say so. So you are full of crap. Yeah, I do need to be Snoop Dogg, huh? In that video. Michaela, I love your tangents. I'm glad it was longer so I didn't miss the whole thing. Go catch the replay, girl. For real. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap this ish up. Okay? I'm going to plan and batch my content for this week. Perfect. Perfect. So all of you guys, stop talking, go do. Stop getting distracted, go get focused. Because unless you do that, bro, you got another thing coming. If then you come to me in a comment like this, not that you guys have necessarily, but you come to me in a DM, you come to me on email, you come to me in a live video like this and you say, hey, my sales are down. I'm like, yeah, no duh, Sherlock. That's what I'm going to say back. Man, I think I'm so funny. By the way, I'm eating my own words. Like, I do the same thing for myself. My sales are down. Well, no duh, Sherlock. Duh. Come on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know why your sales are down. You just are blaming outside circumstance or asking dumbass questions instead of going and being awesome. So go be awesome. Go practice. And we'll see you for Teachable Tuesday. Have an awesome day, you guys. Rock it out. We'll see you soon. With grace, Kirsty.